So it was a false dawn last time, but this time we will finally get that game against Crewe. Today, the two worlds collide. Let's go! Hey guys, how you doing? FMDale here and welcome to Beg, Steal or Barrow. And yes, today should be the day that we get the game against Crewe. You said that last time and you let us all down. I agree, I let you all down. There was a postponement, but today we're hoping for no postponement. We are hoping today that we do get this game. And I've left it until the very last minute to start recording, because I knew it meant a lot to you guys as it means a lot to me. It's today, it's in 15 minutes according to the time up here, that we get the game against Crewe. But not only that, guys, we've had the January transfer window and you've made massive signings. You've got in loads of... It's not been the most prolific, let's say, but we have brought a player in. We look like we might be bringing in a second one as well on the free transfer situation, because they don't have to be registered, I'm finding out, straight away. So there's two on the free transfers that I'm still trying to work on. And we have got one of the guys I spoke about in the last video in on loan. It's not Lewis Bate, though. It's this guy. We've brought in Taylor Perry on loan from Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, as you will see, we're only paying £425 a week for him, which is absolutely dreamy. It's perfect. He can play left wing if needed. He can play in the centre mid if needed. Again, two positions which I felt we needed more cover. Very decent player, and one I'm very happy to bring in. But who else have we looked at? Well, these are the two people that we're trying to get in on a freezies. I'll show you them now. I've been working so hard to try and get Ryan Colclough into the team. Obviously, as you all know, he is a former Crewe player. Very good winger, very decent. I don't think his stats actually do the actual player justice, but he's on a free. He's a free. We could bring him in again. He fills on both of the wings. Obviously, Dale's on loan. So if we could have brought him in for maybe 2 years, we might not be able to get Dale back next year. We may not. So we have to look deeper and deeper into the future and see what we can do. He's had a decent career at lower league level. If you remember, he was at Crewe. He then went to MK Dons for a bit, Wigan, Scunthorpe, loads of different teams. Very good player. He's only 26. He's a free. But unfortunately, he wanted just a little bit too much money from us. And then because of the too much money situation, we just couldn't justify it. But I'm hoping the longer it goes on, the more likely we are able to knock his concrete offer down, and then try and say, hey, you know, Rye, you want to come here and you want us to just pay a tenner. A tenner. We'll take it for a tenner. Who's the other player? It's a defender, and you've probably heard of him. And it's this guy. It's Alex Bruce, son of Steve. We're trying to bring him in as a defender. He's got really good star quality for our level. He's not going to ask too much money as well. I mean, I think it was £850 for him a week, which we could deal with. I thought it was fine. League 2 football for Alex Bruce, 36, but yeah, his pace isn't there, but he's got good strength, good everything else. So I thought in our league, he'll be a very good signing. But hey, you've been waiting for it. We all love it. Let's get her in. Kelly, can you do your thing? So we left you on back-to-back wins, and we didn't get the next game against Cheltenham, believe it or not. It was going to be 2 Cheltenham games in a row. Unfortunately, we didn't get them. It ended up as the first Cheltenham game was an away game. It was 0-0. It was pretty boring. Pretty pleased that you didn't get to see that one. We played very well defensively. The next game, we lost 1-0 to Grimsby. And I tell you what, this was so upsetting, guys. Virgil Gomez, who I had in a Telford save that I did on last year's 2020 on my own, and he absolutely smashed it. It was upsetting to see him score, but we just didn't play. We did not get going, and it worried me a little bit going into the next Cheltenham game. Fortunately, we turned the corner in the next Cheltenham game, and we won 4-1. Brilliant performances by the one and only Dale. Dale scored, and we want some more. Two goals he got for us. A goal from Callum Gribben, which always, it warms the cockles, warms the heart, and then Scotty Quiggs got us one as well. We did concede. Don't matter. 4-1 win. We'll take it. So today, we have 2 games. We got Crewe. We got Cambridge. Both at home. One in the Cup, one in the League. We will play a slightly weakened team in the Cup. Or do we? It's Crewe. There's a moment in my heart that I'm really hoping we win. But Callum's not looking... It's not looking like Gribben's going to be fit. I know. Let's just get to it. And here we are for the game against Crewe. Barrow versus Crewe, the big one, the one we're all waiting for. Upsetting that they're being managed by Martin Allen. I mean, what is this? It's not okay. That's not okay. Get me back involved. Get me back involved. I'll do it. I'll take it for the team. I'll do one. Anyway, Barrow, here we go. The game. We've mixed the team a little bit. Joel Dixon will start in goal. Barry will be on the right back situation. Shihab is coming into the centre back role with Zuma. Not the normal two, we understand. Netley is coming on the left. We've keeping strong in the centre of the midfield for today's game with Biggins, Beadling, and we're also playing Hardcastle in the attacking mid role. So that's normal. That's per usual. We expect that one. On the right wing, we got Luke James playing. Obviously, FMDale can't play because he's come to us from Crewe. So he can't play for the game, but he'll be there cheering us on. I know he will. And then on the left, we've got Dior Angus instead of Josh Kay, who's on the bench today. Also, Baker Richardson is starting up front. He's done so well in this competition so far that it would be horrible of me not to play him. But now let's look at the team that our hearts are with, boys. Our hearts are with them. But what's going to make this a little bit easier is they're not playing some of the boys that made such a big difference to us. They're sitting on the bench. But who is playing? You'll see him right here. Perry NG. Perry Ing, who in real life is moving to Cardiff or has just moved. Amazing. Sass Davis. If you're not sure what these movements are from, this is from me and my crew. Please go back and watch it. These guys, this boy didn't even make my list, Luke Offord. He's playing. Charlie Kirky, what a boy. Oh, there's emotions. I'm sure you're having them too. Adebisi did well for us in the lowers. Callum Ainley retired at the age of 25. What? And he's still here. We love you, Callum. Mandron, you weren't there last year. Jaskalainen on the bench. Jaskalainen on the... That's how serious they're taking this game. Jaskalainen on the bench. They've got Lowry on the bench and Pickers on the bench as well. Pixie is on the bench. I'm already smiling. I'm loving this. I hope you're loving this too. Let's get to the game. We're going to beat him. We're going to beat him. Let's come on, boys. Oh, here we go. Look at him walking out. It's emotional, boys. Look at it. Oh, I'm not even sure. Kick off. Oh, straight in. Straight into the action. I've got a coffee. You'll all be pleased to know. Decaf. And Crewe. Oh, no. Straight through. Adebisi. He's taking him on. Oh, what a block, son. What a block. Here we go. Here we go. We're in control of the ball. It's Biggins putting a beautiful ball in. Oh, where is everyone? Baker Richardson should have done better, but he plays back to Nilly. Oh, he's on free. Oh, no. We don't have the strongest backup for FMDale, and he is only alone. But, oh, looking at these boys. Looking at these boys. It's emotion. And Nilly plays it inside to Beadling. Through to Angus. Shoots. Scores! Oh, come on. There we go, boys. There we go. That's what it's about. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Barrow. Come on, boys. What a ball through. Can we all just pay attention to the pass, which was absolutely outrageous. A great finish from Dior Angus as well. But look at this ball from Italy into Beadling, and straight through to Angus. What a strike. What a goal. 1-0. Let's keep it up. If we don't concede, we're through. Come on. So it's half time. It's half time. It's 1-0. If anything, we've controlled the game. I've been really pleased with our performance in this one. And if I'm Crewe, I'm already looking at bringing on Lowry. I'm already looking at making these decisions because we are playing really, really well. Let's keep it up in the second half and hopefully, could we do it? Kick off for the second half. But the thing is, we're seeing something straight away. We are in control of the ball and hopefully that will be a positive. But yeah, we're seeing. Oh, I just had a. Come on, boys. I don't like things happening straight away after half time. I never feel confident in them, but I should sometimes feel confident. Oh, Barrow, boys, as Barry takes it down the right-hand side, goes to the touchline. Can't beat Offord, and Offord turns it around to Adebisi. It looks like they've had a bit of a word. It looks like Martin Allen's had a bit of a word with Crewe at half time, and they're coming out to take the second half to us as Daniels has it at the back, plays it long. If Zuma does well, which he does, he gets it to James. James is moving forward now, looks inside, plays it central to Baker Richardson, out to Barry, who's had a lot of the possession for us on the right hand side. Puts a wonderful cross into Angus. Oh, what a save, son. What a save. Oh, we're back. We're back as well. There's so much going on in this game. As Biggins plays it inside to James. James lifts it into Angus. He's got space, but he couldn't get there in time. As he turns around, nothing's going to happen from that. As our left back, for some reason, is running away from the ball. That's not what we want. It's giving Perry and G a lot of space and a lot of time down the right-hand side. Is he good enough to beat his man Beadling? He is. Of course he is. Isn't Amandra not good enough to finish it, though? As Sass Davis covers it and Ellenwick plays it forwards, but we're in control of the ball again. Long and forward. Richardson. Penalty, got to be. It's got to be a penalty, Christopher. It is. It is a penalty. We have a chance. It's going to be the number 16, the one and only, the Dream Maker Beadling. He's going to put it away for us. Yes! Come on! Yes, indeed. 5th goal of the season for Tom Beadling. And we have a chance, boys. We have a chance of knocking out a team in the league above us. Come on. We can do this. We can do it. Oh, they've got a chance straight away. Literally straight away. I haven't had any chance to do anything else. Kirky threw it in. It was cleared. But Adebisi has it back. What a whip. What a whip on that, son. And Callum Ainley has made it 2-1. I thought he could have been offside, to be honest. I think we'll see it on the replay. Got to be close. Got to be close, right? If the boys push out properly. Here he is up here. Oh, what is that? There's a drop here. Who's he? He's let us down. He's let us down. He knows it. Claps to all sides. We're through. We are through at the expense of Crewe. You're in there, but you're behind this badge right now. You're behind the Barrow badge. We are going through to the next round. Another brilliant performance. That's a little bit more money in the coppers, which is fantastic for us. And oh my gosh, FMDale or Barrow. That's what we're saying, boys. Who's me and my crew? What is that? Next round may be a little bit tougher. I'm not saying it's impossible. But it's got to be as close to impossible as it gets. But we've got a big game against Liverpool under 23s away from home in the quarterfinal of the Papa John's. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Well, guys, it's the next game. It's literally, we've had one day off and we're straight into the next game against Liverpool. And then we have one day off and we're straight into the next league game. That's because of the waterlogged pitches that we've had. But I'm going to have to play a completely second team for this. And it's not my plan to show you it either. So we didn't make it through. It was a 1-0 defeat. To be honest, not much happened. We defended pretty stoutly throughout the game. They had a penalty and they missed it. They scored one goal, which was this one. Heads it away to Glatzel. Plays it long to Hardy. Hardy's through. Gotta be. It is 1-0. Upsetting. Joe Hardy scores for Liverpool. We've been done with so 82nd minute. It is what it is. Joe Hardy, nice little finish, but a 1-0 loss. No, we had to play a second string. There was a lot of debutants, a lot of people who hadn't played before. So we had to do that to give us the best chance in the league. Looking back, should we put the first team out? The way that they played, we maybe could have gone through. So I'm not sure if I made the right decision. We'll find out when we play Cambridge next, boys. And here we go for the Cambridge game. They sit in 6th in the league. So this is a big game for us. Sees where we kind of are in the league. The team goes as followed. Dixon, Barry, Platt, Astley and Brough is playing on the left. Patrick Brough, not sure, doesn't play very often. It's mainly because Burns and Nutley played 2 days ago. They can't play again. We got Biggins and Beadling in the middle as per usual, with Dale, Hardcastle and a debut for Taylor Perry. And Quigley is starting up front. For Cambridge today, people to look out for. Jordan Cox, he's always a good player to look for if you're on the game. You can often get him for a free at the start. Apart from that, I mean, those players are just your average players. So hopefully we can do a job on them. That's come on. We lost 1-0 to Liverpool, but we've been doing well. Let's get to the game. Kick off. They're first to attack with Davis. Massive whip on it and Donkey at the back post. That's not what we wanted at the start of this. Get 16 minutes in. The first thing we see is Harrison slam it dunk it into the top corner. Poor work from the right back there. Oh, it's just poor. It's just poor. Good finish. Poor. We have our first attack of the game, or at least the first time that we're in their areas. Hardcastle placed outside to Barry. Got space, got time. Go down. He has. It's a penalty. Oh, the amount of penalties on this game is outrageous. Beadling's been doing well with them throughout the season, so let's see if he can do well with this one against Cambridge. He steps up. He looks comfy. What in the name of Jeebus? Dunk's got it. Throws it into Rogers. Terrible head on. Barry to Hardcastle. He's better than that. He's better than that. Shouldn't be just whacking it long. He knows that. It's not how we play here at Barrow, as May has to go backwards because of our good shape. He's played over the top too easy. Has he gone wide? Kick off for the second half, and I can tell you what, guys, I have given them a right mouthful at half-time for that poor performance. Hopefully they bring it out in this second half. This is like the Grimsby game, to be honest. It's like the Grimsby game. We just don't look like we've got the ability to actually score or get a really good chance, especially when we miss the penalties. Hardcastle plays it into Perry, knocks it down. That's what you're here for. Quickly! 11th of the season. again. Oh, I shouldn't doubt the boys, but brilliant header down. Brilliant assist on debut from Perry. Taylor Perry here as Barry plays it in. Misses the first one. Doesn't matter because Hardcastle chips it in there. Perry gets up early, heads it down to Quiggs, and oh, what a beautiful strike. Do we try and keep Quiggs for as long as possible? You guys let me know. Should we look for a new striker next season? With FMDale picking up a knock, that's really bad news. I mean, Cambridge are a decent team. We can't be upset with a draw here if we can just see it out. But with the penalty miss, I feel we could have done better. It is a draw, 1-1. Decent performance, but an injury to FMDale is a massive, massive negative. So at the end of the episode, we are sitting in 10th position as it stands. We are a game behind the two teams above us, but most importantly, the teams in the playoffs right now are, if you look at Bradford, they're playing on the same amount of points as of games as us, but points-wise, they are 7 ahead, that's a long way to go. So it looks like it's going to be mid-table obscurity unless we can really get some good runs on the go. I do believe with 42 points we shouldn't be looking too far down because I can't see us going down this season as we're nearly 20 points ahead of the relegation zone. So when are we coming back? That's what you all want to know. Let's go and see. Alright guys, so after that 1-1 draw against Cambridge and a defeat to Liverpool. But in this episode, the main things that you saw were a draw and a win. We've got to take that as a positive. We're going to go all the way forward to Salford and Crawley. That's right, Salford and Crawley are the two games we are going to come back for. They're in the mid-March. Which is a month away from now. Quite a few games in between, but hopefully it'll put us in a better position, and hopefully we'll see where we stand at that point. It also gives me time to do it. When we come back, keep involved, guys. Keep liking, subscribing, sharing with people. Let people get involved on this Barrow Bus, and we'll see what we can do with Barrow. Hopefully take them to the Premier League, whether we have to beg, steal, or Barrow. Thanks very much, guys. Toodle pip.